What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sistas. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans, no secret by now that if you got a glimpse of the trailer for this week's upcoming episode of Bad Feeling, which is Season 1, Episode 24, airing this Wednesday. I literally just recorded my episode review, my trailer breakdown for the upcoming episode. But don't worry, my episode review from the last week's episode is on the way. Don't worry. Yeah, Jasmine's alive. Now, during my live stream for last week's, I keep saying last week because it is literally 12:03 a.m. right now, so I'm trying to remember. It's like, wait, was the episode last week, or it's Sunday, so it's this week. But happy Easter, everyone. And just like the Lord, Jasmine has apparently risen. Well, technically not risen because she was lying on top of the car. Now she's lying, she is kind of, sitting up in her hospital bed, so yeah. But I don't know, as I said in my trailer breakdown, I don't know whose decision it is when it comes to what scenes make the chopping block when it comes to making trailers. But I think they really dropped the ball when it comes to this. Like, again, I don't know if it's BET or Tyler Perry, but why would you have a cliffhanger with Gary being arrested for the murder of his wife, and then in the trailer show Jasmine still alive? That diminishes the cliffhanger itself, in my opinion. Like, for example, I think it goes without saying that based off the trailer for this week, the cliffhanger is most likely going to be the guy who I believe is Fawn's brother, the guy that's in Karen's apartment with the knife. That's most obvious. I mean, that's clearly the cliffhanger ending of the episode. So I think that it really killed the suspense. I mean, that doesn't mean the episode is going to be any less intriguing. It's just that you ruined last week's episode, especially the ending, because of the fact that you revealed what happened to Jasmine. Now, if you go back and we'll look at my "Is Jasmine dead?" or "Did Jasmine bring this on herself?" and the one I posted not too long ago, actually about a day at this point. What was the name of the video? Should Jasmine get her spinoff? I go into detail about how, the episode where she, I think it was called The Yellow Dress, when she fell on the car, it's like, oh my God, it's like, is she dead? And then when she goes to the hospital, it's like, okay, we know Andy and Gary are in the waiting room, so we know that Gary most likely is going to be arrested. But the question is, what is Jasmine's fate? She's alive at the beginning of the episode, then she's brought to the hospital, but nobody knows what her current status is. And then at the end of the episode, it's like, okay, I wonder if we're going to find out. And we did. Then you literally cut the tension of a week-long wait by showing us Jasmine in the flipping trailer. Now, don't get me wrong, you could make the argument, well, Jeremy, maybe she could still die because of the fact that it was a very injuring experience. I mean, an experience that left her very injured. That is true, but look at the fact that Gary was arrested for murder, but then Jasmine is alive, which brings about the question, did she flatline? Did she need a defibrillator, like the haves and have-nots, the damn defibrillator? It's like, did that restore her to life? Resuscitate her, is that the right word? Or revitalize her? There are so many questions. Let me put it this way. Even though they dropped the ball by showing Jasmine in the trailer, there are still a lot of legitimate questions as to, okay, what exactly happened. So maybe we'll find out in this upcoming episode. But I think that for the shock factor, they should not have shown Jasmine in the trailer at all. I mean, like, you could have still had the Morris, like, hey, your little boyfriend's going to be locked away for a long time. And then you have Sabrina telling or asking Andy about, did he hurt her? It was an accident. I feel like there are so many things from the episode that could have took up the 5 to 8 seconds that Jasmine's actually in the trailer for the sake of the fans. Now, going back to Wednesday night, I did a live stream, a quick one on Instagram, I think, then another one on YouTube, and we were all split. Like, for me personally, I did not see the trailer for the next episode because I was live tweeting and watching the episode live. So basically, As soon as they said for the murder, I'm like, oh shit. So I started tweeting. My head was turned, so I was completely oblivious to the end credit trailer. And I think I cut the TV off because they didn't show the trailer for last week. At least I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the week of, I think it was April Fool's. I don't know if we got a trailer at the end of that episode of Sistas, because I think we didn't get the trailer for like a day or two. And then that's why I didn't bother. I either turned the TV to another channel or I turned it off completely. I can't remember, but I just thought that, we didn't get a trailer last week. There's no way we're getting one this week. And then it turned out we did. And then people during the live stream were saying, Jasmine's dead. Jasmine's alive. She was in the trailer. I'm like, wait, I didn't really see it. So what do you think? And then people were going back and forth about it. And then I want to say a little after midnight, people were sending me screenshots. I'm like, wait, she's alive. So yeah, that kind of ruined the suspense because I had like 2 great videos I wanted to do, but can't really do them now because we know she's alive. But all that's to say, we'll just have to wait and see what happens when the show comes back in a couple of days here. So, you know, the usual plug-in. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And everyone, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out when I post new content to the channel or start live streams. On top of that, follow me on social media. Links to all that good stuff, description box below. Shout out to the patrons over on Patreon who support me for as little as $2 a month. And you can do the same for exclusive content on Patreon that I don't post here on YouTube. Also, if you'd like to make a donation to the channel, which is not mandatory, you can slide a few dollars my way either on PayPal, which is a link in the description along with the Patreon, or you can just Cash App me. The scan should have popped up at some point during the video. All that's to say, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope everyone has a wonderful Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, I hope you have a wonderful remainder of the weekend. And so my sleeping pattern is jacked up, so I guess you could say I'll be up for some form of a Easter morning service, or what's it called, sunrise service. I'll either find a sermon online to watch, or I'm definitely going to watch the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. I mean, that's kind of my own personal tradition. No matter the holiday, even if it's not on the holiday itself, at some point during the month of a given holiday, I'll watch whatever Charlie Brown special corresponds to that. So it's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown for this one. I think there's only one Easter one. I know there's like 2 Valentines, 2 Christmas ones. The one I never even watched is like It's Christmas Time Again. Charlie Brown is like, I never really watched that one. It wasn't as good as the first one. But yeah, I think that about does it for this particular video. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th video recording. Let me just give you a rundown of what I have left to record between now and the next several days. Even though Ruthless is gone until April 30th, I do have a couple discussion videos on there. My Sistas review from last week, and then 2 fun videos to do, so be on the lookout for those. So not too much on the docket for now, it doesn't matter, because guess what, if Loving You Is Wrong is going to be coming out in a couple of days, and we can start this thing all over again. So thanks so much for supporting me by watching the content. Make sure you follow Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders, on social media, specifically Instagram. I'll leave a link in the top comment below, and make sure you check out my new video that's like the bumper, the video title, or excuse me, the video that pops up when you come to the channel, the one about should Jasmine get her own spinoff. Trust me, if you're skeptical about why would you give Jasmine a video series, watch the video. It's 32 minutes long, but I go into detail about all the different plot points and story elements that Tyler Perry could go into in a Jasmine series. But just like Ruthless, just because the show might be titled or featuring or starring Jasmine, that doesn't mean a lot of other characters can't be involved. But again, watch the whole video and you'll get my point. So thanks so much for tuning in. Be safe, and I'll talk to you all soon.